Okay, hello, hi. I'm out of the shower, and also, basically this video is a video that I recorded a little while ago, preemptively, being like, cool, I'll record it, then I can edit it, have plenty of time. And I lost it somewhere. Whatever I did, I lost it. But I'm kind of glad that I did, because this time, as you saw in the beginning of the video, I decided, I was like, you know what? We're gonna do a little bit of ritual magic to give these predictions a little more oomph and possibly, you know, just a slight more guarantee, maybe. I don't know. I just also find it funny. So as the title says, today's video is my 5-star predictions. Before that, I'm going to give a little bit of a disclaimer here, which is that I live in a home with multiple animals, multiple people. There's a lot of traffic. I don't have a specific room that I film in. I film in my living room. So I live with 2 dogs, 3 cats, 1 lizard. There might be noises. This is just a warning. All right, so the 5-star predictions. This should go pretty quickly because I last year did like 10 predictions, and this year we're not gonna do that. In the last video that I recorded, I went over my predictions from last year, but this time I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna say the 5 stars that I'm predicting for this year, and then hopefully I'll do like individual vlogs for each 5-star. I don't know. I'm kind of up in the wind about it right now, but yes, I do hope I will love these books, and hopefully my little ritual will help. If you didn't see, I know it's a white candle and I was just like carving stuff into it, but one of the candles was a book, the other candle had a little heart on it, and then the last one was like 5, you know, like the little slashes that you do, like counter. What the fuck do you call those? Tally marks. They're called tally marks. I don't know what you call those, but they're like little hashes, I guess. It was 5 little hashes in like a little swirl, so it was like, I hope all 5 are 5-star predictions, but also like for all of my reads to be really good this year, which right now that's not going so great, but oh, also, if I look a little stiff today, it's because I just yesterday had my 4th sleeve tattoo session, and it hurts. It's literally right under my arm. It's like my armpit area. I'll put a picture here so if you want to see what it's like now, but yeah, it was literally a whole day. There was nothing there before. Well, not nothing, but it was empty mostly. And literally yesterday it was doing the line work, then the shading. It just, that area yeah, I got aggressed pretty hard. So my 5-star predictions for 2023 is, the first one is A Natural History of Dragons by Marie Brennan. So this is a 5-star prediction for a couple reasons. The first one is Marie Brennan is one of the co-authors for The Mask of Mirrors, which is one of my favorite series so far. The 3rd book hasn't come out, but I've been really loving it, and the writing seems to be pretty, I don't know, I mean it's one of the authors, so maybe the writing won't be the same in A Natural History of Dragons, but I hope it will be. And the second reason is because A Natural History of Dragons is about dragons, but not in the sense that a lot of books have them, where like dragons are these majestic creatures and they're, you know, respected and loved. And no, in this one they're subjects of science. They are studied, they are dissected, they are, you know, they're approached by this woman who's an archaeologist who wants to know more about them. And I mean, from what it seems like dragons aren't really put up on a pedestal. They're more like just another animal that a zoologist would look into. So I don't know, I really do find it interesting when I see books take an approach to a popular fantasy theme or element and take it into a context that's very different. So I'm excited for it. I personally feel like I'm gonna love it. So 5-star predictions. Let's go, ritual, because the candles are right behind you guys. So come on. All right, my next 5-star prediction is The Jade City by Fonda Lee, or just Jade City, not The Jade City. This is the first book in the Greenbone saga, and it's a very popular trilogy. I haven't seen many people dislike it, but again, I seem to have this way of oftentimes not really enjoying the things that a lot of people enjoy. And I'm only saying that because I read The Poppy War, and I've seen so many people say how amazing those books are, and I kind of disagree. But The Poppy War, even when I went into it, it was something that I was kind of interested in, but not really. But Jade City, I am very interested in because I don't know why, but I've been on this big kick of gangster movies and shows. I've been watching The Peaky Blinders. I watched The Gentleman and I love that movie. I watched The Outsider, which was a terrible movie, but I don't know why. I've just been really wanting to watch and consume a lot of gangster stories. And Jade City is about that in a fantasy setting. And from what I've heard is that it's a lot less about like the typical or stereotypical violence in gangs with like gun violence and all that stuff. And it's actually a lot more of like the intricate moves that they have to do in the background and the deals and I actually like those parts because they can be pretty sneaky and, you know, manipulative and maniacal, and I don't know, I'm interested. Also the magic sounds pretty interesting, and like this whole thing that it's on an island, and I'm very interested. Also, I've heard that there is a lot of like LGBTQ plus characters in the books, and I like that. I need more diversity sometimes. Gets a little boring after a while having the same types of relationships. Okay, the next one is The Black Tongue Thief by Christopher Buehlman. So the only reason I have this on my 5 stars, it's mostly because I don't know much about the book. And that's okay. I go into books fairly blind most of the time unless I came across a review and I liked watching the review and then I learned a little more. But The Black Tongue Thief is one that I saw a few people do reviews of, but I can't seem to really quite remember exactly what they said about it. The only thing that I can remember is that the author is primarily a horror author, and that The Black Tongue Thief is kind of his first step into fantasy. So it does have like some pretty dark horror tones to it, but it's about a guy and an adventure and something like that. And honestly, the cover looks really good, so maybe I'm a little bit shallow and saying that I'm gonna give this book 5 stars because it comes from a horror author and it's a type of adventure. I think that I heard that it has some humor in it too, which I always enjoy. But yeah, I don't know, I'm feeling good about it, okay? I'm putting out those positive vibes. The next prediction is Gunmetal Gods by Zamil Akar. Now, this is another book that I don't really know much about because I feel like a lot of the reviews that I looked at, not a lot was said about it, just that it is a very impressive book when it comes to the world that it creates. And I think that it's a mix between like sci-fi fantasy. I think I also heard someone compare it to, what the hell is that movie called? Pacific Rim. So giant monsters in the ocean, people having to fight them. Maybe that's what it is, or maybe not. Maybe it's a different take on it. All I know is that I've seen a lot of people really like it. The cover looks awesome, and I saw the book as like a recommendation on my story graph a few months before I watched some like video reviews or even on Instagram, like the photo review things or whatever, and I was already interested in it. So I feel I've got a good feeling. Sometimes I really do need to follow my gut, and my gut is telling me I'm going to like it a lot. And the 5th prediction is The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, which is a trilogy that came out a while ago, I think. What is it called again? The Daevabad trilogy. And this one is, I'm hoping that it's gonna be very funny. Just from the blurb that I read, it sounds like it could be potentially a really good heist, adventure, comedy, like fast-paced, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I got involved into all this shit, how did I summon a genie, what is going on, whatever, I'm just doing my best as I can. That's what I am hoping that it's gonna be like, and I've seen a lot of people who say that it's a really good trilogy. It is on the older side, so there haven't been any like reviews that I've seen that are newer, but from, you know, the little chats that I see here and there, it seems like a good solid 5 star, maybe. I don't know. I'm really hoping, again, these candles are still burning and they're gonna burn throughout this whole video because I need some 5 stars. This year has started off a little rough for me already, so I need the goods. I need the goodness. That's really it. I don't want to make this video super long because, again, I'm potentially going to take one book at a time from this list and do something with it. Whether it's a vlog, a review, I don't know. We'll find out. But that's it for me today. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.